comes a time in your life when your hands aren't as steady as they used to be. I reached that time several years ago, and it shows in some of my older home movies. My current Sony camcorder has a very good optical stabilizer, which does a marvellous job of smoothing out the involuntary movements caused by my shaky hands. The only problem I had was that the movements, although being smoothed out, resulted in what I call frame drift. This is where the frame wanders about the scene. Now some people may like that effect. You see it in some movies, the handheld camera effect. Well, I don't like it, but I had to put up with it. Then came the video stabilizer tool, included with the release of Vegas Pro 17. There had been stabilizer tools before this, but although adequate, they didn't give me what I wanted, which was rock-steady results on static shots. The new stabilizer gave me exactly that. In this video, I want to show you how easy it is to use. It's a very powerful tool with lots of settings, but quite honestly, there's no need to dabble with these. I'll be concentrating on just two of the default modes, which in my view are quite sufficient to get a very good result. Enough of the introduction, let's get on with it. Welcome to this, my 43rd tutorial. On my timeline, I have two video events. One is a static sequence and the other is a pan sequence. If I play the static sequence, you'll see what I call frame drift. Most stabilizers ignore this, rightly or wrongly assuming that it's normal movement. Now I'm going to apply the Vegas video stabilizer to this event. Because it hasn't been trimmed, the effect can be applied as an event effect or as a media effect. For those of you who are unfamiliar with these two terms, you can refer to my short video, Tutorial 35, where I explain the difference and why it's sometimes important to differentiate between the two. Because this is a static sequence, I'll apply the freeze motion preset. I'll now play the sequence to show the effect of the stabilizer. After analysis, the reference frame number slider can be adjusted to obtain the best results. If the scene isn't quite straight horizontally, it can be straightened using the additional rotation in the professional view. However, if you do this, you will need to change the additional zoom slider to eliminate possible black parts of the frame. We'll now move to the pan shot. Although it's reasonably steady, you can see that there's some drift throughout the pan. This drift is more apparent at the end. I'll apply the stabiliser to this event, but this time, because it isn't a static sequence, I'll apply the default preset, which is smooth motion mode. When I play it back, you can see that the beginning still wanders a little. Again, at the end of the pan, the frame wanders upwards. To eliminate this as much as possible, the smoothing slider can be adjusted. This has to be experimented with to get the best result without compromising the resolution too much. Again, you can play around with the settings in the professional user view, but I very rarely need to do this. I personally think that this new stabiliser is brilliant. If your shots suffer from frame drift or even mild camera shake, this tool will make a good job of fixing them. I hope you've found this tutorial useful. If you have, please consider subscribing, and I welcome any comments or questions you may have. Until the next time, bye for now.